Hey everyone, welcome. Today we're going to dive into a really cool learning tool. It's disguised as a simple little puzzle, but trust me, it's a fantastic way to strengthen a child's reading, spelling, and vocabulary. So let's jump right in.
You know, every teacher and parent knows this feeling. You've got these core skills kids have to practice day in and day out. But man, keeping it fresh and engaging, that's the real trick, isn't it?
And that really brings us to the million-dollar question for anyone who teaches anything. How do you take something that can feel like a chore, like a worksheet, and turn it into a game that kids are actually excited to do?
It's that daily grind, that constant effort to make fundamental practice like phonics and spelling feel like play instead of a total drag. And this is such a critical moment, right? It's where you either hook them or you might start to lose them.
But what if the answer wasn't some complicated new program or a fancy app? What if it was something, well, something as elegant and simple as a puzzle? Let's dig into that.
And that's where the word ladder comes in. Basically, it's a word puzzle where you start with one word and you have to get to a final word by changing just one single letter at a time. And that little rule, that one letter change, that's the secret sauce. That's what makes it so brilliant.
Okay, let's look at a super simple one. We start with the word cat. Easy enough. Now change just one letter. Swap that C for an H and boom, you've got hat. Then switch the H for an R. You get rat. And finally, swap that R for a B to get bat. See? Each step is just one tiny logical move.
And this right here is the magic of it all. It's not about these huge, intimidating jumps. It's all about how these small, repeatable little shifts stack up to build some seriously big skills.
So what's actually going on inside a kid's brain when they do one of these? I mean, why is such a simple puzzle so incredibly effective?
Well, first off, it's a phonics powerhouse. Every single time a student changes a letter, they're actively playing with those sound symbol relationships. And each correct step, each little win, it's like a small jolt of reinforcement that helps those phonetic rules really truly stick. Next up, it totally takes the mystery out of spelling. Think about it. Instead of just memorizing a random list of words, kids start to see the logic. They see the system behind it all. And that just melts away the anxiety that so many kids feel about spelling and builds some real, genuine confidence.
And, of course, their vocabulary just explodes. With every single rung on that ladder, they're bumping into new words, thinking about what they mean, and seeing how they connect to other words. It's like a mini word workout for their brain.
So the practical side of this is huge too. Because it feels like a puzzle, it taps right into a kid's natural desire to solve things. It's a challenge they want to conquer. Plus, they're simple enough for kids to do on their own, which is a massive, massive win for any busy teacher or parent. All right, so we get why they work. They're awesome. But the big question is, how easy are they to actually use?
And the answer is so easy. That's the real beauty here. These things are designed to be super low prep. We're talking no complicated setup, no fancy materials. They're pretty much just grab and go.
And they are incredibly flexible. I mean, you can use them for just about anything. Morning work? Perfect. A literacy center station? Absolutely. Got some early finishers? Hand them a word ladder. You can even use them for homework or as a quick little exit ticket. They just fit.
What's also great is you can really zoom in on specific skills. For example, you could focus on simple CVC, that's consonant, vowel, consonant word families, like that cat to bat ladder we saw. Or you could mix it up and focus on short vowels, like going from bat to bag to ram. And then, when they're ready, you can tackle more complex patterns with long vowels, like name to Sam. You know, when you take a step back and look at the whole picture, what this all really boils down to is just the incredible power of play. I love how the source material puts this. It says they blend the joy of puzzles with the power of structured literacy practice. That just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? They aren't one or the other, they're both all wrapped up into one.
And really, that's the holy grail of teaching, right? The kids are so wrapped up in the fun of solving the puzzle, of getting to the top of the ladder, that they don't even realize they're doing some serious heavy lifting with their core reading skills. The learning just feels effortless.
So that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. When you give learners a tool this simple and powerful, just imagine what they could build. What kind of confidence and skills they could create for themselves, one small, satisfying rung at a time.